down below Owensboro, Kentucky. And we're going to be just giving you a little preview tonight of what's coming tomorrow night. And I know many of you are sending me messages, ask me, hey, when are you coming out with this Rapture update we're hearing about? Soon. I've shared it with 3 or 4 people. Going to share it, a few more new details with the guy tonight as soon as I get off of here, if I can reach him. And I'm working, I've got to put a PowerPoint together sometime this week, or at least by next weekend. I should have this. And this is going to be quite eye-opening, quite amazing when you hear what I've got for you concerning the upcoming rapture and a possible window for that rapture. You're going to be quite amazed. And all right, but tonight, a couple days ago, I asked you to give me some thoughts on what topic you would like me to tackle as we finished up on some of the church apostasy and things like that. I asked you to give me some ideas what you'd like me to cover in the upcoming weeks here, and there were several, and one that really jumped out at me. And as soon as I read it, I said, "Yeah, that's a good one. Let's do that." And that is salvation after the rapture. Salvation after the rapture. So we're going to talk about what happens at the rapture. We'll talk about, are there any saved people on the earth? We'll talk about the Holy Ghost and the restraining power and all that being taken away. We'll discuss some of that. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of reasons why I believe a certain group is the first people saved during the tribulation. I'm going to show you where on the timeline I believe these people become believers. And can someone who's heard the gospel but didn't get saved and they're left behind, can they get saved during the tribulation? Will there be people saved? Um, when does it happen? Will people get saved right away, right after the rapture? We're going to look at those things. And I've got a section, I'm going to give you a thing called Who Gets Saved and When. And I got a whole page of notes on that. And these are things that people struggle with. People often ask me about these things. People got questions about it. People are wondering about these things. These are important issues. Um, what about my loved ones? Things like that. We're going to deal with this stuff. Okay. And so tomorrow night, Monday night, June the 9th, because this is June 8th today. This is Sunday, June 8th, 2025, 8:10 p.m. Central Standard Time right now. Tomorrow night, Monday night, we will come on somewhere around 8 o'clock. Sometimes it's a little later than that, but somewhere around there, we will come on YouTube and Facebook. And I will tell you that the YouTube is better quality, better audio. Some people are complaining that the volume's not real high on the Facebook. That's my headset I'm using for the YouTube, and so the iPad is just picking up however it picks up. So and the picture is better on the iPhone up there. Um, so I would recommend you join the YouTube channel if you have not. Hit the red subscribe button, hit the little bell. You'll know every time we come on. We've been coming on almost every day for some time. We miss a day or two here and there, but we have been pretty active on here and with some important discussions. And so we got a very important one coming up on an update on the rapture, and we'll be discussing some interesting thoughts. A date that I find in the future that looks too good to be true, and I'll share that with you. But tomorrow night we will discuss salvation after the rapture, salvation during the tribulation. Who can get saved? When? Does anybody get saved? Is salvation different in the tribulation? Boy, there's a big controversy over that, isn't there? There's a group of people, there's a movement that believes salvation is different in the Old Testament than it is now. And that back in the tribulation, it will be different once again. I will give you my views on that. I don't know if this will be how many nights this will be. It will most likely be probably 3 sessions we'll do, trying to keep them around 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes or so. Now, yesterday's was a long one, 54 minutes, I think, but very important that you listen to yesterday's. Um, it's part 3 of, what did I call that? Um, oh, qualifications for ministry. And we talked about last night's was the bishop must be. Maybe it's not number 3. I can't remember. Maybe I don't know. But the title is "The Bishop Must Be," and from First Timothy 3, and you need to watch that. You need to hear what's going on and why people are so confused on that passage. And I'll help you with that. I give you in there the 2 qualifications for ministry, for a pastor, evangelist. And so what are them? What are these things in First Timothy 3? Well, go listen to the video, you'll see. All right, so tomorrow night, be here or be square, right? Be there or be square. Be here tomorrow night, sometime around 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll be discussing redemption in the tribulation, redemption after the rapture. What is it? Does anybody get saved? Is it different than how we're saved today? Who's the first person saved? That kind of stuff. We're going to deal with all that. Okay. Are there some people that will not be able to be saved during this time? We'll talk about that. We'll give you some stuff on that. Okay. All right. Let me see if I got any comments here. Um, Joseph Lewis is asking what time frame or possibility the rapture could take place. Joseph, that's what I'm coming out with there real shortly. I have a scenario that I'm going to share, but I'm not ready to share it yet. I've shared it with just a few preachers, and a few that are not preachers. I've shared my a timeline that God, that I uncovered that looks very convincing. Do I know that my date is right? Of course not, but it sure looks good, and I'll be sharing that real soon, but not tomorrow, not probably the next 3 days. I'm going to be doing this topic, and but sometime by the end of the week or the weekend, I will be coming out with a video on my an update on the rapture. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Joseph. Anything up here to answer? I don't think so. I don't see anything on YouTube. Okay. All right. I'm going to get off here and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Don't miss it. And and remember, keep your eyes on them skies.